Long ago in the land of Egypt, a new Pharaoh rose to power. He didn't remember how the Israelites had helped Egypt in the past. All he saw was that the Israelites were growing in number, and he was afraid they might rise up against him. So Pharaoh made the Israelites slaves and forced them to work hard under the hot sun. But still, the people grew in number. Then Pharaoh gave a cruel and frightening command.
Every baby boy born to the Hebrews must be thrown into the Nile River.
Fear swept through the land. But in the midst of that fear, hope was quietly born. A Levite woman named Jochebed gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. The moment she held him, she knew he was special. She couldn't let anything happen to him. So for 3 months, she hid him in her home, praying every day for God's protection. She kept him quiet, rocked him gently, and held her breath at every sound from outside. But soon, he grew too loud to hide. One morning, with tears in her eyes, Jochebed prepared a small basket made of papyrus reeds. She coated it with tar and pitch so it wouldn't sink. She wrapped her baby tightly in soft cloth, placed him gently in the basket, and carried him to the edge of the Nile River. There, among the tall grasses and reeds, she carefully set the basket afloat. Her daughter Miriam, full of courage, stayed nearby, watching to see what would happen. The river drifted softly, and the basket floated gently near the royal palace. Not long after, Pharaoh's daughter came down to the river to bathe. Her servants walked beside her, but she noticed something unusual, a small basket among the reeds. Curious, she sent one of her servants to bring it to her. When she opened the basket, she saw the baby crying, and her heart melted.
"This must be one of the Hebrew babies,"
she whispered, moved with compassion. At that very moment, Miriam stepped out from where she was hiding.
"Would you like me to find someone to help take care of the baby for you?"
she asked. Pharaoh's daughter nodded, and Miriam ran as fast as she could to get her mother. When Jochebed arrived, Pharaoh's daughter said to her,
"Take this baby and nurse him for me. I will pay you."
Jochebed took her own son back into her arms, safe and protected by the very family that had once threatened his life. Years later, when the child had grown, Jochebed brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, just as she had promised. The princess adopted him as her son and named him Moses, saying,
"I drew him out of the water."
And so, in a time of danger and sorrow, God made a way. From a simple basket on the Nile came a baby who would one day stand before kings and part seas, because God had a plan for Moses from the very beginning.